Man, you come straight out of a comic. Hello, happy Saturday. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to another episode of Straight Out of a Comic Book. You already know it's me, Will Pharaoh. I got some of my good friends here, Mr. Clint, Coley, Lou G, and Chase Anthony up in here. How y'all doing this weekend, fellas?
Hey,
another day, another fleet.
I'm over here gooder than a mug.
You know?
Yeah, man. It feels good when the fleet can come together.
We're definitely saying the fleet is coming together because Chase is now in the fleet now.
Chase is in
I'm
the fleet.
I'm gonna go get it today. Watch. Y'all gonna be
I'm gonna hold you to that too.
Calling me. I have to work. No. But listen, man. The streets is calling us, baby.
The streets is definitely calling. And low key, that's exactly what the fleet is. We be in the streets, man.
Yeah, we be out here in the streets. It's different when you a gang. I see why people join gangs now. It's so much funner when it's with other people doing hood rat shit.
That's right.
It feels so much better. Like I be feeling bad when you're in GTA and you blow up somebody's car and then they get mad at you. I don't feel bad when I got the whole fleet and we in a big ass ship just attacking.
Right.
That's what they gonna do. Thing.
Yeah. I used to get mad at niggas that used to jump people in high school. Now I get it. I'm like, this is fun. Stomping niggas out together is fun.
It makes sense.
No, kids at home, it's not. Okay, let's not let Will spread that message on the game.
Speaking of kids,
you know, because they eating Tide Pods and all kinds of stuff. Will, you gotta make sure that you spell stuff out like these days. Like you giving them our credit.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. Common sense is dying like opera. I forget about that. So,
nigga, common sense is chat GPT. Nigga, what you mean? Hold on, let me put that.
That's a shirt. Hey, that's a shirt. I ain't gonna lie, that's a shirt. That need to be a shirt.
Bars.
Yeah.
Write that down.
But ladies and gentlemen, it's 2024. We back, and thanks to I gotta get credit where credit is due. Thanks to Clint, man. I'm trying to be a little more structured when it comes to Straight Out of a Comic Book because of how much y'all enjoy these shows and stuff like that. I want to be able to give y'all a really good full experience. And so since we're on today, it's Saturday. I had an epiphany this week about Saturday morning cartoons is not a thing. Like we've talked about that before, but like it's not here no more. And this new generation that they call Generation Alpha. First off, don't agree with that name at all. I don't think you should name generations no more. I think you should have stopped at millennials and that was it. Because the rest of this shit done fell off. I ain't seen no alpha baby yet.
But you know it's crazy. That's how the baby boomers and that's how they feel about us, man. So it is what it is. The great generation, the ones from the 20s, 30s, and 40s think we lost our. They thought Generation X lost their mind. So
yeah, but we had better names though, Clint. That's what it is. Like our name was the final of the good names and shit.
Yeah,
now
millennials.
There's millennials, then there's Gen Z, and now it's Gen Alpha. Is what you're saying?
What the fuck is a Z? What you are, Generation Zebra? What is it?
No, we was the last of the suffrage.
We was the last of the good ones, man.
We were the last ones who were outside. Right,
definitely.
Like we went outside on. It was Saturday morning cartoons. After Saturday morning cartoons. Knock on your homie's door. Yo, can you come out? Can Will come outside? Can Lou come outside?
Yeah.
We riding bikes. We playing basketball.
Yeah.
We playing football.
Out here.
We talking shit. We going to the store. And there wasn't no running in and out.
Nope.
Yeah.
And then there was no running in and out.
You outside. You outside.
You outside. Don't come back.
And you had to go visit your one friend that couldn't leave the yard because he on punishment. So you got to go. Say what's up to him real quick. Then you go back on your way.
By the way.
And drink up out that water hose too. Don't be coming up.
Drinking from the water hose.
Up all my glasses.
We are the last of that generation.
Yeah,
we are the last of that generation. So because of that, though, we wanted to bring it back a little bit. And because, I have three wonderful comedians, three wonderful creative individuals here today, I wanted to do something, especially live with the audience, to commemorate Saturday morning cartoons. So here's how it's gonna go. The three of y'all have some Generation Alpha niece and nephew coming over, and they want to know what Saturday morning cartoons are. So now you have to come up with a lineup for the Saturday morning cartoons. Now, it can be any cartoon that you see fit. It did not have to just come out in the morning during our time or even before then. It can be whatever cartoon you feel works for the Saturday morning. So I'm going to pull up the chart as you see right here. This would be your official schedule. It's going to start at 6 a.m. and you have it all the way until 10:30. Now, we all know 9 o'clock and 9:30, that was prime time for the Saturday morning cartoon. So I would suggest that's where your heavy hitter show is gonna need to go. So just keep that in mind. And everybody that's watching, the audience and stuff, feel free to throw yours in. We're gonna go. I'm gonna ask y'all, how do y'all want to go through this? Do y'all want to all go around and do each hour, or do you want to go through your full schedule?
I think we should do each hour a piece, just so that we're not stepping on each other's toes and everybody gets a chance to talk their shit, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. I completely agree. All right, so then we are gonna go ahead and then get this started then. All right, so we're talking about 6 a.m. All right, this one you just up. For me, my mom got to work, so she just left for work. I don't know what the fuck my dad's going to do, but he's not here as well. This is the cereal bowl. This is getting the crust out the eyes. All right, so keep that in mind. Clint, since I'm looking at you first, I'm gonna ask you, what is your 6 a.m. and 6:30 cartoons?
All right, so for me, you know, your mom, you know, your parents are still at work. You know, for me, my dad was probably just waking up. He's having his alone time down in the basement. I don't know whatever he was doing. That's neither here nor there. And I believe my mom was still sleeping in the bed. So even though we were up, we were awake, but we weren't up. Does that make sense? We were awake, but we weren't up. So if I'm awake and I'm still, and I don't know about, you know, y'all may call me privileged, but I had cable in my room when I was growing up. With that being said, I want the classics at 6 o'clock and 6:30. So what I would do is 6 o'clock, 6:30, 6 a.m., the Flintstones, 6:30, the Jetsons. Classic cartoons, the older cartoons, you gotta pay homage to what came before us, right? And also the Jetsons and the Flintstones were two quality cartoons. Funny, had great both good families. Now, the only thing I don't like about the Jetsons and the Flintstones is there was no black people in any of the shows, but I'll let that slide. Those cartoons came out around the 60s. Hanna-Barbera, they weren't putting black cartoons on TV, so you get an excuse for that. But what I'm saying is, you pay homage to the oldies, Flintstones, Jetsons. For me, 6 o'clock, 6:30. You start off with the oldies first.
Okay.
Oldies but goodies.
Yeah, oldies but goodies. I like that. Okay. Lou, who you got?
All right. So similar thinking as my good friend Clint, right? You want to give it up to the oldies. You want to give it up to the ones that came before, right? So as I'm sitting on my couch, you know, with my bowl of Frosted Flakes, I'm like you, Clint. I was privileged too. All right, I had cable in my room, Nintendo, all of that set up in the room. But what I used to do, I would go down to the basement because that's where the bigger TV was, and my room at that time was right next to my parents' room. Didn't want to wake them up, so I, you know, would creep on down to the basement and watch some TV. So first up, 6 a.m. We're gonna go with Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner show. All right, that, right? Because that's classic for me. That's one of my first introductions for cartoons. So I'm gonna take that and pass it on down, call it an heirloom almost, if you will, for my niece or nephew. And then secondly, we're gonna stay in that OG original vein, and we're gonna go with Tom and Jerry. All right, because we want to give it up to those that came before. And so those were just classics for me, man. Just left me with a lot of great memories. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. I see. We all classics right now. We own the classics. Okay. I'm digging the classic look, paying homage to Hanna-Barbera and everybody. Okay. Not Clint, Chase.
So that was in the same vein. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, all right, I'm gonna slide in there. I was like, damn, I thought that I was definitely gonna be the cream to the cookie. But all right. I would go right on some classic shit too. I'm gonna go Thundar the Barbarian.
Okay.
Was it Thundar or Conan?
Nah, Thundar.
Thundar. Okay, because I remember Conan too.
Yeah,
Thundar the Barbarian.
I remember Thundar. Okay, Thundar.
And then because I'm kicking off classic and I know where I'm going with it, I'm gonna go G.I. Joe this early just to get you up.
Ooh,
okay,
G.I. Joe.
Just to get you up. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like you said, I'm 30 minutes in, the sugar's kicking in, I'm starting to take off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna that 30-minute spot. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. Let me G.I. Joe. I'm ready to kick it up. I just watched technically the cartoon Expendables. I'm with it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's dang. Y'all done brought it a little bit. Okay. I'm a little skeptical about mine right now. That y'all have said that, but I'm gonna go ahead and go. Now, unlike all of you privileged folks, I did not have cable in my room. I went up to channel 11. That was it, and only about 8 of those worked. So I definitely had to go into the big room. But luckily for me, my parents were already up. Like my mom was a postal worker, so she already had to go into work early, and so was my pop. So I didn't have to really worry about sound as opposed as to the occupying time. So like, the news come on, so she wanna have the morning news playing.
Oh, go ahead. Finish what you're about to say. My bad.
Oh yeah. So she just had like the morning news playing. So I had to pick my slot in which I could watch stuff. But what you about to say, Clint?
No, is it okay if I make a change to mine real quick?
Oh no. You picked some heat, right? You kicked us off.
I know, but like this, so like, okay, I want to pay homage to the late Tex Avery, right? Anybody who knows about Tex Avery cartoons, that was Droopy. Droopy was one of my favorite motherfucking cartoons. Here's the thing: the Flintstones and the Jetsons go hand in hand.
That's what I'm saying.
I know I don't want to put. Yeah, never mind. All right, damn.
Because like you said,
honorable mention. Shout out to Tex Avery. All
right, we can do that. We can say that. We can say honorable mention.
Yeah,
because I see why you saying what you're saying. I was just like that pairing though. Like once you start splitting them up, the Jetsons and the Flintstones, it was like, hold on. So you took me all the way back, and then you taking me all the way there. Wait,
yeah, what? No, you're right. I agree.
Yeah. All right. So here's where I'm going first. When I wake up, I need to feel the magic and I need to feel the roar. I need my Thundercats to be on the loose when I get up. That's where I'm starting off with. I'm coming out with Thundercat.
Shout out to Thundercat.
I would have saved that one.
Oh yeah,
definitely shout out to Thundercat.
I
would have saved
them changes.
See, I already know where my shit cooking. See, I got that.
You cooking, Will? You cooking? 6 a.m. Thundercats.
And now I'm finna.
There's no way of watching a repeat of this. I gotta catch this hot.
Because it wake you up. Like again, like that's the reason why I got bad eyes now, because I used to look at the screen. Every time you hear that shit, I'm just that's why I got bad eyes. Like you could not disturb me during Thundercats. If I didn't see Mum Ra, it was gonna be a problem that day. Yes, if I didn't see Lion-O and Panther
down.
Yeah,
shit go over his eyes, nigga. It's game time.
Give me sight beyond sight. I'm like, man, I'm gonna make my eyes change like that one day. So Thundercats is first, and then my 6:30. This kind of a gem. If you knew about it, you knew about it, and I'm gonna have to explain it too. I'm going The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Oh, shout out to Johnny fucking Quest.
I've forgotten all about that joint.
That's a Hanna-Barbera joint too.
But see, hold on. I'm talking about the new version where these niggas went in the Quest world.
Yeah,
I'm talking about that Johnny Quest. Yes.
Haji and Race
Bannon. Race motherfucking Bannon.
Bannon wrestled alligators.
Yes, that's my shit right there. So that's my 6 to 6 at 6:30 lineup, bro. A little bit of that new kind of still paying homage though to Hanna-Barbera with a new twist to it. So how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about this lineup so far?
I like it.
Really solid.
I hate that we're doing this because now I just want to binge.
Oh, I'm going to binge when we get off.
Yeah.
Like, this is some classic shit already where you're just like.
And then too, like I've noticed, like they have some what it is, like some YouTube channels.
They got most of these on YouTube. You can find these.
Yeah,
they're not hard to find.
Oh yeah,
no, and they're live, and they like play it like live and stuff, like how we're all right now, and they'll play them.
Yep. Because the cartoon, the cartoon I'm gonna name for my 7:30, you can find on YouTube.
Oh yeah, so then let's go. Okay, so we cool with this list. We know, hey, we got 6 o'clock. We have for Clint, we got the Flintstones, and at 6:30 we got the Jetsons. Great lineup. You know, you can't go wrong with those two. For Lou's, Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner. First off, very underrated series in the Looney Tunes franchise. Like a lot of people don't talk about that particular one. And of course, Tom and Jerry. Can't go wrong with the Tom and Jerry. Fucking Chase just came out here like, yo, hey, we in the pajamas that match with the booties and stuff like that. I got my Thundar sword and my G.I. Joe in the other hand. It's time to get the day started with, of course, Thundar and G.I. Joe. And then me just coming nostalgic with it, Thundercats and the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. So I'm digging that one. So let's go ahead and move into our 7 a.m. And then we'll switch it up a little bit. So I'm going to start off with Lou on this one. Lou, who do you have for your 7 o'clock?
All right. So this is another thought from nostalgia, and I'm gonna go with Fat Albert. All right. Ooh. So some Saturdays I might wake up, right? Me and my dad go to the barber shop, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that would be playing. And so I just remember a lot of good memories from Fat Albert with the hey, 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 you know, that theme song. It was timeless. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go with Fat Albert at 7 in the AM. 7:30, I'm gonna go with the Chipmunks. Because that Chipmunks, that theme song used to make me just feel real good, man. It was a good way to bring some energy into my Saturday. So we're gonna go with the Chipmunks, yo. So that's my 7.
The original one, the Watch Out, cause here we go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah. OG
okay, I got you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Chase, you are up. Who do you have for 7 o'clock?
All right. So I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit. Just because I had the toys too. And I'm gonna put in Street Sharks, which I think is a little wild.
Oh man.
Where I'm gonna mix it up with that one, and then I'm gonna go with one of my favorites just because I don't know why it was. Maybe it's you know, because the nigga we forget about the voices behind some of this shit. So like one of the OG classics, the Gargoyles.
The Gargoyles.
Man, yes, bro. Yes.
That's a good one.
Whoo!
And that's then when you realize that old boy fucking voices all this shit, you're like,
oh yeah, Keith David.
What? Yeah, you're like, that makes sense.
Yo, you remember the Gargoyles movie?
Yeah, that's what
when
I'm
they
saying.
showed them back, like where they came from and stuff. I was like, yo, that Gargoyles.
Just when you see just the element of them breaking out of stone the whole time.
Yeah.
They go to stone and then they break up out of that shit. That shit's so gangster.
Yep.
One day I'm gonna break up out of stones, nigga.
That also did make me grow a fear for statues for like at least 2 years.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I will say, like it lets you know like this. All right, man, don't talk too loud around that statue.
Did not want to be around statues at night. I was like, that my motherfucker start cracking and then start trying to chase me, especially these white colonials. I'm like, man, I don't need Ben Franklin and Stephen F. Austin chasing me at night.
Taking out the trash, you full speed, nigga.
Out of there. All right, Clint. This is your 7 a.m. hour. You bouncing off of Looney Tunes and the Jetsons. Who you got next?
So, all right. So I warmed y'all up, got you with the oldies, with the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Now, I gotta throw in some superheroes, right?
Mhm.
And I'm throwing in. I'm not going with the jugular just yet. I'm going with superheroes that you like, that you can relate to, that will make you happy. 7 o'clock, give me the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. But 7:30, let's turn up the fucking heat and give me that late 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon with the fucking theme music. All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Hero to have Shell,
Turtle Power.
Turtle Power.
Yes.
Hey, listen,
give me that.
I almost jumped out there with that, but I was like I think that's just too much heat. Like it's just like, hey,
no, because I got more heat for the 8 o'clock hour. I got more heat for the 8 o'clock hour. This is to get the young boys out their seats. Oh, you got Sonic, you, and what's even better is, I have both games right now. I have both games. I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo system right now, and I have the Sonic series on Sega Genesis right now.
I got
it. Okay. Now you talking about the original Sonic cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that came out. Hold up, because I'm looking it up right now. This one I'm talking about came out in 93.
Oh, okay, yeah, the one with the hot dogs, the one that Jaleel White talked
Chili dogs. Yeah,
yeah,
the one he used to eat a bunch of them. That one.
This make me. I will say though, this make me fuck with y'all just a little bit more, right? Like you always wonder why you fucked with niggas, but you meet people where they at, right?
Yeah.
But when you start finding out about childhood, you like this. That's why he get it. That's why he dressed the way he dressed, because he get it. That's why he talked the way he talked, because he get it. It's these elements right here. You're right. I'm gonna go get that game today. All right.
Thank you. We can fleet tonight if y'all available.
I'm fleeting tonight.
I got one gift. There's a little gif and meme. Every time I see y'all say shit like this, it just remind me. That's why he the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT. That's for each one of y'all. That's what it just reminds me of when y'all be doing stuff like this, man.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, I watch one of those movies once a month, bro. I can't help it. I own them.
Yeah.
I talk to my mom about it and all that stuff. She's like this. Do you want to watch it together? Mom, it's 6:30 in the morning. Oh yeah, I forgot you on a different time zone. What?
Like I forgot about that. All right, so for me, I was very into I'm just slightly younger than y'all, so I come from the age of all the animals and stuff
we're the
like
same
that.
age.
So, first of all, I'm a year younger than you. So
no, you're not.
Okay. When were you born?
I was born in 87, like you.
Well, this episode I was born in 88, just to go with my statement.
Even if there's a year difference, y'all still the same age. That's still.
I forgot we're only months apart, not a year apart.
Hilarious. For the sake of this argument.
For the sake of this argument, though. So I'm coming with the Duck Hour. All right.
Come on.
I'm going Darkwing Duck at 7 o'clock.
You kicked it off with Darkwing. I thought you was
with Darkwing Duck.
I thought you was
because see, here's what I was about to do, but I'm just like, okay, if I'm showing it, I got to do the ones I want to. So my next one was going to be DuckTales, but instead of DuckTales, I got to go with the Mighty Ducks.
I remember that cartoon.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes. I remember that cartoon.
Yes. I remember that too.
Them niggas played hockey and fought crime.
Yes, bro. It was so fucking fire. Yes, bro. I wanted a jersey so bad from the Mighty Ducks.
Just the mask alone. The mask.
Yes, the duck mask.
Up in the eyes. You was just like.
Can I be honest? The Mighty Ducks logo might be one of the greatest logos of all time.
Oh, 1,000%.
Oh yeah.
Mighty Ducks logos. That's a real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Can I make a change to my 7 o'clock? I don't want Sonic.
I'm
sorry.
See that. I can
That's
see
up to
that.
them. That's up to them.
Let me.
Yeah,
Can I
like
make a
the
change?
introduction to it, but when
yeah,
you came with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
it's not the same.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping Turtles, but 7 o'clock, give me Pokemon instead.
Ooh, Pokemon at 7?
Like that.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm gonna be honest. That's an 8 a.m. for me. That's an 8 a.m.
Give
one for
me
me.
motherfucking
But all right.
Pokemon, dog. Give me fucking Pokemon.
We'll take
No,
that.
my 8 a.m. is fire though.
No, your 8 a.m. Yeah, your 8 a.m. is. Well, hold on. So, do you want to keep them at that slot?
I'm keeping Pokemon at 7.
Okay.
Keep Pokemon at 7. Pokemon and Ninja Turtles to me, and I don't know. For me, Pokemon was just a really big part of my life. I had the cards. Yeah. I had the game. I had, like I traded Pokemon with my friends. Like there's a little slot right here for you young niggas, right? We didn't have online. You needed a link cord to hook up your Game Boy to my Game Boy so we could battle and change Pokemon. You see what I'm saying?
That shit long enough too.
Yeah.
Pokemon cards are the reason that I learned how to hustle. I don't know if that's a good thing. Never knew how to play the actual card game. I don't think I ever had a whole Pokemon battle. But when I tell you, I got a whole PlayStation for trading a holographic first edition Pikachu. That corrupted me for the rest of my days. There wasn't nothing I didn't think I couldn't get. Be like, look, I trade. Like, that's when I learned the barter system. It was over. It was over after that.
Yeah,
but I like your lineup, man. You gave us old school first, then you brought us into the 80s and a little into the 90s. So I like how you did that. Lou, I like yours too. You still sticking with the old school, but the good ones that come in. Like, you giving me I'm chilling Saturday morning. Like I'm still like you still got your breakfast going by the time Fat Albert coming out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of
Lou eats
slow and easy. You know what I'm saying?
respect that.
And a second bowl too. A second bowl might be in the play, but it's not solid, but it's a great vibe going on in the basement right now with Lou. And then Chase, of course, Chase is coming. Chase is bringing the heat. Chase is this is a straight boy version. All the ones he done named, I feel like he had all these action figures too. Around him. It's like 7 o'clock coming. Let me put my Street Shark right here. Let me get my Gargoyle right here for the 7 o'clock. And I'm going to act out the episode. I'm liking this. And like I said, man, I was always a big Duck fan because that's what they showed everything in. So I'm kind of even on that, kind of almost on that same thing as Chase. Like we still into the boy heavy cartoons and stuff. So I'm liking these lineups so far, gentlemen. Like if I was a kid, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So now let's move into our 8 o'clock. Now 8 o'clock is
to go first.
Yeah. Chase, you're gonna be next. You're gonna be first.
We're moving into almost prime time now. Like the
so
sun is up. Niggas is awake now, dog. Niggas is This is where the heat start coming in. Chase, what you doing, bro?
I'm starting with Transformers.
Come on, Chase. More boy cartoons.
All right. Transformers at 8. Ooh.
And then I'm throwing it off the backboard to myself with X-Men.
Oh, you coming early with the
That was in my 10 o'clock. That was my 10
That was gonna be in my 10 o'clock, but I realized I'm like, you up early. I was up early.
Ooh,
I was active.
X-Men tough. X-Men tough.
Dang, I forgot about X-Men.
That's tough.
Nah, I didn't. I was kind of like with Clint when we discussed it earlier. I'm like, okay, X-Men and all of them, my superheroes like that. That's my 10 o'clock.
That's my 10 o'clock. Yeah.
That is my 10. But this is my dream list, so that's why I went.
I ain't mad at it. We not mad at it.
I'm not mad
because I remember when X-Men.
I just know
they started to get the bigger action figures. I was like, yo,
I had a big ass saber tooth,
bro, a big ass Wolverine.
I had a big ass saber tooth.
Yeah, so that's why I again Transformers will always be my shit.
I got a question. Can you use what somebody else already said? So even though he said X-Men at 8:30, can I still use X-Men as my 10?
Yeah. That's why I have your names right here, so y'all know which is which.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
good to
So, Clint, you're next.
All right. So we went from the old school, right?
Mhm.
Then we got the my 80s, 90s superheroes. Now, right? You know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, yo. I like they're not adult cartoons, but I like my coming of age cartoons. Cartoons that remind me of the main character reminds me of myself. 8 o'clock, give me Hey Arnold. 8:30, give me at 8:30. So 8 o'clock, Hey Arnold. 8:30, give me oh my god, Doug. Give me Doug.
I knew it was
Nickelodeon
gonna
Doug.
be Doug. I knew
Okay,
it
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
be
ask
Doug.
you. And I
Give
was
me
gonna ask you
Nickelodeon Doug.
which Doug you was going with. You knew I was about to come with it.
Give me Doug Funny from Nickelodeon.
Okay, all right. Because we got to, that's always got to be a distinction that got to get made. Is Nickelodeon Doug or ABC's Doug?
ABC Doug wasn't bad, but it wasn't Nickelodeon Doug.
Damn,
You remember when Patty had the new hairstyle, when she had the shortcut?
She had the shortcut with the
Okay.
But yeah, coming of age cartoons.
Football Head and Doug Funny. I like it.
I like that because it's good primetime quality, but it's not primetime 9 a.m. But it's and then now go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it can be in prime time. It as a matter of fact, both of these cartoons in their respective eras were both primetime cartoons. Hey Arnold was a primetime at night cartoon. Doug was on one Saturday morning. Bottom line.
Yeah, no, he was because ABC he was Saturday.
He was
morning.
One Saturday morning. He was on that, and Doug headlined that night too. He was in that same lineup with Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Our Real Monsters. These are headliners right here. They're headliners.
So now I got to throw something at you though, Clint, because you're the first one to do this on here. Technically, Hey Arnold and Doug consisted of 2 episodes per episode, so you can actually break this up into 2 more. So you can either say, "Hey, I'm gonna go the full 30 minutes of Doug and the full 30 minutes of Hey Arnold," or I can go 1 episode of this and then an episode of another show, kind of like how they did the Cartoon Network block, Cartoon Friday.
I didn't like that. All right. If I'm at the TV and I'm watching Doug, I'm watching both 15-minute episodes of Doug. If I'm watching Hey Arnold, I'm watching both 15-minute episodes of Hey Arnold. I'm not turning the fucking channel. All right. And you don't turn the fucking channel. All right. If you're listening, don't touch that dial. I'll be upset. So 30 minutes of Hey Arnold, 30 minutes of Doug. That's it.
Okay.
Anything else is uncivilized.
Not uncivilized.
Yeah, I remember Charles Barkley used to have those commercials with Right Guard growing up. Remember that. Anything else is uncivilized. Yep.
All right. Okay. So, Lou, you up next. What is your 8 o'clock or your 8:30? Now you've been grooving, you've been coasting right now, like the nice little groove of the old school. So I'm curious to see what you're coming with for the 8 and 8:30.
Let me just say something, man. This was one of the hardest things I've done in my life, man. I had started with a long list of cartoons, and then I had to go in and edit those down, and I've still been kind of going back and forth a bit, man. But you talk about some of these cartoons where you're sitting on the couch, you got your PJs on, you might have a toy that's associated with said cartoon. Well, this is one of the cartoons where I had said toy to go alongside, right? One of them has already been said, G.I. Joe, right? I had like the big tank joint. Well, this one, man, I'm gonna go with Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters. 8 a.m. right? I had the Echo one toy at the crib, right?
The Ghost Trap,
real Ghostbusters. And then at 8:30, I also had some of the toys and figurines to go with this as well. Had the video game on the Nintendo with this as well. Used to play it in the arcade, and it's already been said, but we're going with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at 8.
All right. Hey. Okay. That's solid though. That's solid, like 80s, 90s transition right there.
Yeah,
like, that's a great pairing. Like just how kind of like how Clint switched his up. Like, yo, that's a good pairing with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's a real good, and especially how you lined it up too. I'm like, okay. Woo. This one, damn, this is a little difficult right here. I'm conflicted now. All right, I'm finna throw out. This is another personal one that's kind of still like a gem. It wasn't a heavy hitter, but for me, it just really kind of like sparked my whole like thing for graphics and stuff like that. I'm going, but y'all gotta let me know if this counts. I'm going with Reboot.
That does count. That counts.
Okay.
That counts.
I didn't know if that counted that because like technically it's 3D animation. So
no, I'm looking at it. It counts. It counts.
Okay.
Started in '94. They got it on Tubi right now, by the way.
Oh, word?
All 4 seasons of Reboot is on Tubi right now.
Oh man, I gotta watch that. And then for my 8:30, I gotta go with my favorite one just because I gotta go with Digimon.
I ain't mad at Digimon.
I gotta go with Digimon.
I'm not mad at Digimon.
I still say this and I stand by it. Digimon had a far better storyline than the Pokemon cartoon show. Not saying Digimon is better than Pokemon, but I will say the show itself, it had a way better story than Pokemon did.
I just didn't believe the Digimon. I didn't like digital monsters. I just didn't believe them. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie, they had some wild ass monsters. They had some nigga that was like a mixture between like Hobbs from Calvin and Hobbes and Tigger, but he looked like he wasn't made to right, and he talked like Elvis. And he was like the main villain, and I didn't get that. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure all you Digimon and all you fake Digimon be out here in a quick second. Can you do it?"
Yeah, the fake ass Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, I was like, when Yo Master coming out? Let's get past you. But when them niggas Digivolve though, I ain't seen no I ain't never seen no Pokemon evolution look that hard. When Agumon turned into the big joint, Metal Agumon, like yo, I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life.
Not mad at that.
That's up there with almost going Super Saiyan. Not there. Don't let me just to state that. Not up there with the Super Saiyan, but it's definitely one of the big ones. But yeah, so that's my pick for the 8 a.m. before we move into prime time. So we got, of course, Clint with Hey Arnold and Doug, 2 Nickelodeon classics that you could never go wrong with. Lou coming through with the Ghostbusters TMT pairing, man. It's almost kind of like you put a great like snack together. Like if like breakfast didn't do you too good, it's like, yo, I got a good snack with my juice for this 8 a.m. And then of course, like Chase is just giving us the greatest boyhood Saturday morning lineup you could have. Like, I almost feel bad for whoever babysitting this child because this motherfucker is going off with Transformers and X-Men. Me, I'm curating mine a little bit. What'd you say, Chase?
I said I'm jumping off the couch with this shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
That's that little kid watching TV, and every once in a while he just chops some shit. He focused, but he just over there practicing in his head, just chopping shit. Ain't nobody over there or nothing. That's what happened when you got sisters. Yeah, he over there talking to the screen like he in the game, like he in the show. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling it. All right, now. So now this is the one. This is where it's gonna get a little interesting. This is prime time. This is 9 a.m. and 9:30. Now, this is where, like you say, this is where everybody's tuning in right now. All right? Everybody's tuning in. I'm going to throw it back to Clint to go first. Clint, man, who is your prime time? 9 a.m.
9 a.m. I'm going with the greatest cartoon of all time. This is the greatest written cartoon. These have the greatest stories. This cartoon I've never seen anything like it before it, and you will never see anything like it afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, Recess. the greatest written cartoon of all time. To have the idea that like the playground is a world of its own. Everybody who went to school, the playground was a world of its own, but not like this. Nigga, they had King Bob. Nigga, they have the Ashleys, your popular girls who don't like nobody. They got your Snitch and Randall. They got your fucking and the Recess crew, TJ Detweiler, the most popular kid in school, jokester, prankster, funny guy, leader of the pack. You got Gus Griswold, your bitch ass nigga. You got Vince LaSalle, all American or all black pro sports athlete, does everything well, and was kicking that white boy's ass in sports every time we turn around. We're talking about Lawson. Then on top of that, you got your tomboy Ashley Spinelli. After that, you got your brains, Gretchen Grundy. And then you got your sweet soul and Mikey Blumberg, who could also sing, by the way. The kindergartens, wow, crazy motherfuckers. Then you had little ancillary characters, the Diggers, Corn Chip Girl, motherfucking not Stu Kid, that's A. Arnold. Then you had some key you had Guru Kid, motherfucking you had Guru Hustler Kid. You had Hustler Kid. This was and Hustler Kid. Let's not act like he was Italian and he was from New York. That's neither here.
Yeah, bro. Only thing he was missing was a cigarette, for real. Yeah, I know you couldn't put that because it's Disney.
But Recess, go ahead. Then of course, let's top it off with their teacher in 4th grade, Miss Grokey. If you ever listen to some of the shit she says, that bitch was woke. Miss Grokey was woke. She said she was talking about, she was sliding shit like, yeah, man, after they did conquer or like colonized America, like she would slide shit in there that would so Recess was educational and informative as well as funny. And it was like, again, greatest written cartoon. Then after that, it's time for Animaniacs. All right.
Ooh, nice one.
Now, I want the original version of Animaniacs. That is the one you get 15 minutes of an Animaniac episode with Wacko, Yakko, and Dot, but you also get 15 minutes of my boys, Pinky and the Brain.
Yo, they also used to have all those other ones that the little thing where like elevator go up, elevator go down, elevator go up. Elevator go down.
What was the squirrel with the purse that used to whack the shit out of me?
I think her name was Sandy Squirrel or some shit like that. Yeah, but she was mean as fuck, But yes.
We can't forget the craziest one. Our boy Freakazoid.
Freak me, freak you, freak Zeke.
Yo, the fact that they gave us a variety show within the show, right? So they gave us shows within the show before that shit was like, I was like, yo, this is like In Living Color, but the animated shit. In the sense of like, you give me a variety show while I'm watching all this wild shit, but it's one show.
Well, it was supposed to be Looney Tunes. Like a thing, that was the thing one of the creators had said, like they had made them based off of a new it was a mixture of the Looney Tunes and the old school Disney characters. So like Mickey Mouse and all of them and stuff like that. And so what it was supposed to be was they were too much. That's why they got locked in the Warner Brothers tower until it was an appropriate.
That was a great premise. Great premise.
Yeah. And so I was just like, yo, that's why I'm kind of glad they brought him back too. I was like, yeah, you're right.
Nurse.
Yeah. Wacko, Yakko, and Dot.
Yeah, man. So that's my 9 o'clock. Those two, you cannot tell the story of cartoons without these two cartoons.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah, man.
You cannot tell the story of cartoons without Recess and Anime. And let's be real too. Recess was the headliner of One Saturday Morning. One Doug, one Pepperan. It was TJ, Vince, Mikey, Gretchen, Gus, Spinelli.
So much so that they had it in that slot where you had to get home and watch it after what's the name, bro. When I tell you, I was programmed so much to that show that after I would get off work, I would be
Yes.
at the house watching that, eating like, yo,
Yes.
this is like
Yo.
I made it.
And they had pretty much, like you said, they kind of had the prime time slots because it was at 9 a.m. Then they had it where they were showing it at 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. when you got home from school.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you in here
Dang.
making a sandwich. You got that little bag of chips, bro. And life was so. Oh my god, that Toys R Us shit is really making sense now. Like, I see why there was an old dude like this. Nah, I don't want to grow up. He was like, nah, but Steve, you got to grow up. I don't want to grow up. You know what? Fuck it. Toys R Us. Toys forever. And then he came up with that slogan, and we bought into that shit. And then we start getting bills.
And then never went back to Toys R Us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I made that sad.
Oh, actually, Toys R Us is making a comeback, by the way. They're back.
Yeah, they are.
Toys R Us is back.
Yeah.
Toys R Us is back. So
but what about KB Toys? Okay, for some of us, Toys R Us was too far away for you to go experience to be a Toys R Us kid. You had to be a KB Toys kid.
So hold on,
Circuit
KB
City.
Toys is technically still around, technically. So KB Toys and a lot of electronics boutique, if you remember, they merged and they became EB, right? Then after that, they all merged with Funko Land, and then you got GameStop. So I just want to say, GameStop is KB Toys. Just yeah, I try.
I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna accept that. I don't like GameStop's customer service. I never experienced that at KB Toys. Everyone was always helpful and was not trying.
Wait a minute. I don't know if it's Toys R Us or KB Toys, but there is one in DFW Airport. If you go in, it's Terminal A. It's right across from a California pizza kitchen. They just put it there. Go check it out.
Might be KB Toys that you said.
I know for a fact. I just saw it last month when I was in Dallas.
It might be KB Toys because I remember seeing like an updated logo that they were talking about. So you might be right. Okay, dang man, you got.
That's bangers. I got bangers.
That's bangers. All right, I'm finna go with mine. Because I really have to think about this too. So I'm going superhero route. Give me Spider-Man first. Yo, the intro alone. If you went, this is for like my older brother. When he came, stayed over. This is shit woke him up. As soon as you heard the yo, he walking in. That was the wake up call to not miss prime time. And yo, that story itself, just like I still say that's one of the best superhero cartoons you could have ever watched. Like it showed you, so like it prepared everything you watching now with Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. That cartoon show already did. To this day, I still do not know if MJ died in that show, and that was a clone when it ended. Still to this day, don't know if MJ's dead.
And you can watch this right now on Disney Plus, all 5 seasons.
Yep.
And you can watch different variations. You can watch the 60s version of Spider-Man, and you can watch the 90s version of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, His Amazing Friends, fire. I still got the solo episode on Firestar on VHS. But yeah, that's Spider-Man. And then too, it was one of the first ones that I saw break the fourth wall because the final episode is when he met Stan Lee. And at the end is him and Stan Lee swinging around New York. I'm like, yo, one of the greatest superhero cartoons. Facts. And then 9:30, I'm still staying in my bag with that, and I'm going Batman the animated series.
Oh, that was my 10:30. That was my 10:30. Batman the animated.
Yes. That's a solid.
I got a question. Is that the animated series? Does that Batman, is that the same one that was in Mask of the Phantasm?
Yes, that's that one. That's that version. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's why you have to write.
They clarified that shit. It was like Batman the animated series. I remember when they put that shit on there. I was like, oh, okay. Different.
You got
all 4 seasons you can find on YouTube TV.
Dog, such a dope episode. I remember that. This show is the one that made me understand Joker fully, because I remember the episode where the henchman killed Batman and stuff like that, and the dude, like, they was like, yo, Batman's dead, and you just see like Joker have a whole mental breakdown about that shit. It's just like, yo, this the dude that took out my greatest adversary? Are you fucking kidding me? And this whole time, Batman was just playing. Batman was not dead. He just wanted to see what the fuck was going to happen. And I was like, yo, that's when I understood Joker, and I also knew that Batman was a villain.
There's that.
I was like, you're a fucking villain. Y'all, I see why y'all are in a toxic relationship. That was the first toxic relationship I ever saw. Y'all both like this shit.
That just sounded like the Harley Quinn show.
That is, yeah, that's exactly so what it is. All right, Chase.
All right.
Is prime time.
It's prime time.
This way your mom might call you and check in on you if she at work.
So I'm gonna switch it up just so she know that I'm about life and I'm about doing my part and that that I care about my environment. Boom, Captain Planet. Put that shit in. Come on.
Talk to me about them motherfuckers, man. Talk about Captain fucking Planet.
Lights,
talk to us.
Fire, wind,
earth,
water.
What was it?
Heart.
It was earth, wind, water.
Water.
Yeah.
It was earth,
Heart.
wind,
Fire.
earth, wind, fire, water, fire,
water.
And heart.
Yeah. And then I remember when they spoofed that shit with Funny or Die, and James was in it, and they had Don Cheadle, and Don Cheadle was Captain Planet. He was like, "Now don't call me down here unless y'all ready for the pain."
Who was your favorite Planeteer?
Man, you already know.
Okay, Kwame. We all going with Kwame.
Come on, man.
Okay, I'm just making sure we all going with Kwame. All right.
You already know which one.
All right. All right, just making sure. I mean, I thought the Fireball was cool.
It's cool, but you already know this round of times. Like, yo, as soon as we like, okay, so who was your guy at recess?
I ain't gonna lie, dog.
Outside of TJ, because one is gonna be your favorite, but who's your second? Let me ask you like that. Who was your second?
Yeah, it was because here's the thing. Vince LaSalle, there was an episode where we found out Vince could cook.
Yep.
And he opened his own restaurant at the school called Chez Vince. Had niggas
wasn't just athlete. Wasn't just an athlete. He had layers.
Yeah, he could cook. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. They almost sent that nigga away too to cook.
Yep.
So I'm torn, guys. On this one, I'm torn. I'm torn between two things, right? Because I want to sneak one in for sure, but I want to sneak this other one in too. So like these are my like little sneakers because I got younger siblings, so these are when they starting to wake up. You making them cereal and shit like this. It's a family thing now. And I'm debating on whether to go Tiny Toons or Hercules.
Here's what I'm gonna say because it's prime time out of the two. Tiny Toons. Tiny Toons, I would say, is more prime time.
Yeah. It was either that or Muppet Babies.
Yeah, I'm good with. I think Tiny Toons.
Yeah, because the only reason why after Captain Planet, Planet, you want to like that. Like you said, I'm conscious, I'm good. So now I either need something impactful or I need something really funny.
Yep, something that can balance the two, or else it'd be like this. So you got your sisters in there watching all that shit, and you're chopping them in the neck. Sorry, guys. I'm
sorry. That's what I was waiting for. Because at first you was just like, you being there by yourself, chopping and shit like that, just being left alone. No, which one of your siblings you chopped? I know you didn't practice this with somebody.
Bro, when I tell you, I used to get in wild trouble. Because my mom and them, they from Boston, so they're aggressive women just in general. But my mom like loves Bruce Lee and all kinds of stuff like that. And so when you have sisters, you just naturally they fuck with you. And your retaliation is just on 10 off top. So I remember me and my sister, she was like, no, let's fight. Nigga. And I remember we were jumping on my mom's bed, nigga. And next thing I know, I'm up in there like, no, I'm Bruce Lee. And that's what she never lets that part go. Like, you said that you were Bruce Lee, nigga. And I jumped up in the air and fucking, and Luke Kane fucking kicked her off the bed, nigga, into one of them floor model TVs where the bass was all that. And then my mom kept saying, like,
make a Mortal Kombat cartoon.
I know.
Hey. No, that shit was hard. That cartoon, you saying why didn't they?
Yeah.
They made
No, they did. They had an X-Men cartoon.
No,
I mean, they had a
said
Mortal Kombat cartoon.
Oh.
No, they had a Mortal Kombat cartoon. It came on the most random station, USA, after Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
All right, yeah, that's why I ain't watch it.
I ain't gonna lie, that was gonna be my 10 o'clock. That was about to be my 10
My
o'clock.
bad.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I didn't know you didn't know that though. There was a whole animated series.
There was a quick question. There was a show that was out, and it was like samurais, and I can't remember.
I think it was called Samurais.
Was it?
I was like, you ain't talking about Samurai Pizza Cats, are you?
Nah, that's funny. Nah, that reminded me of SWAT Cats and shit. Fucking
I like SWAT Cats.
Yeah, that was my shit too. Like, but it was a show where like they armor or something like.
Ronin Warriors.
Yes,
Ronin Warriors. I know what you're talking about.
Phone, nigga. When
I had that toy. I had one of them toys.
Yes, nigga, and then you could put the armor on them and shit. Ronin Warriors.
Yep, I had the red one. It was at KB Toys. I had the red joint. Yeah, them motherfuckers was fire because it almost looked like Gundam and Voltron, but it was just them.
Yeah. Ronin Warriors. Oh my god! Yep. Thank you. When I tell you that shit was racking my brain.
Mm-hmm. I remember that shit. Yo, I wanted one of those suits so fucking bad, because it was like it was a mixture of like Iron Man. They looked like Iron Man, but they were samurais.
Yeah, bro. And there was a red one, a blue one, and then there was another
green one, and then two different versions of blue. Yep.
I was like, yo, this is like that show used to be the shit, and then it just went off one day, and I was like, fuck TV.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it did just kind of just disappear. It was like a whole lineup of like these animes that we didn't even realize was animes when we was watching them until like you get a little older and stuff. It was like a little small block. What was the other one? Dad, Clint, you said the other day.
What?
VR Troopers.
Troopers.
VR Troopers. It was around that whole block. And then who was the other one that could get like it was a still Japanese, but he could get real fucking big? Was his name Ultraman or something like that?
Yeah. Well, that's some new shit, but it might have been.
No, that was old. That's an old school. I don't think it was a cartoon though. The one I'm thinking of, I know because it did come back on Netflix. Yeah, it is Ultraman. Yeah. It is Ultraman. But all right, so we got our last hour. No. I'm sorry.
Hey, I gotta go.
I'm so sorry, Lou.
It's all good.
Apologies, Lou. I got
it's all good. This is tough, man. Y'all named some good ones, man. And Clint's explanation of Recess makes me want to watch Recess. I've never seen Recess.
Are you serious?
Hey, Lou.
He older than us.
No. You know what though, Lou? You gonna have such a dope experience watching it because you an adult. So you gonna catch all of that shit way more than we did as kids. Like you gonna really be when you see the Ashley's episode,
Lou, you ain't damn near every episode.
Yeah.
No, how?
How old are you?
39.
Oh, Lou,
I'm 40.
I'll be 40 this year.
I'll be 41 in March.
Oh, okay.
But
so, it's this Clinton fucking Will situation all over again. Like, no, you're not older than me. It's like, no, but like in real life, I actually am older than you by a year.
Okay. For this episode's sakes.
Yeah. I got some tough ones, man. But for my 9 o'clock, I whittled it down to this, it's a little show about this trio that were out doing all types of adventures around the world, even though they were not old enough to probably leave their front yard. And they had an uncle that was a trillionaire. And this little cartoon goes by the name of DuckTales.
Hey!
DuckTales.
Hey!
DuckTales. It's going to be that 9 o'clock. And then at 9:30, I'd actually forgotten that this was split into two. And I actually just said Pink in the Brain. And I've forgotten that it was attached to
But no, they came up with their own shit, though, eventually.
They did have their own show.
They had a spin-off. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm going with Pink in the Brain at 9:30. That's what we're going to do.
I ain't mad at that.
All right, Lou.
Nigga, DuckTales was my favorite,
DuckTales.
bro.
Yeah.
You remember the movie?
Swimming that
genie?
money.
Yeah, you said swimming in the money.
Yeah, when that nigga jump in that money, you like, nigga.
And spitting money out.
Nigga.
I still want to.
And then you think about that concept too. You like, nigga, that would fucking hurt, nigga. You jump on a fucking vault of dimes or any kind of quarters or whatever the fuck you want to dive on, nigga, and break your neck if you want to.
Right. All I knew was this.
Copper in your mouth, nigga.
But that's how you knew.
Like, never mind.
But no. But that, yeah. I was like, no, sir. I don't. Well, no. Fuck that. Yeah, everybody put a coin in their mouth before. Pause.
And we know what.
But
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what it tastes like. But that's how you knew Scrooge McDuck didn't take no shit. If you can jump into a pool of coins, yeah, this was not a man to be trifled with.
That's why he was mad, nigga. That's why he had spinoffs.
Yeah, he did.
Damn it, that's crazy.
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck did have spinoffs. They movie though, that's still, I think like that's another one that had like a fire movie a lot of people don't remember. Like kind of like how the Chipmunks had their own movie.
But that's what I was just about to, nigga, the Chipmunks movie was dope. When they went overseas and the girls got kidnapped or whatever. Hey, I remember that.
Yes, the Chipettes. No, when they went, these niggas went on tour. They ditched their parents and went on tour and competed with each other. This was the first versus.
It was You Got Served. That was wild. That you just pointed out that like DuckTales and Chipmunks, the same thing.
They are. Yeah. Yep. Just switched up the animals. The movie was. Do y'all remember the movie when they found the lamp?
Yeah.
Yo, and the lamp and the dude, I forgot his rival got a hold of the lamp, stole all his money and all his coins disappeared off the vault, and he tried to grab that one coin and it disappeared and he lost all his money. But again, fire movie that a lot of people don't remember and stuff. So man.
Our childhood was so great.
Right?
Because
I can't think of no new movies that's like this. I mean, no new shows that's like bringing this type of heat. All right, y'all. So we on this last hour.
I'm gonna thank my mom and dad. I appreciate y'all taking the condom off. Like I appreciate
around this era,
whatever it is. Because I'm glad I'm not born right now.
I'm glad my experiences are not Foster's, whatever the fuck that is, or Adventure Time. I'm like, okay. They're like, you gotta watch that. No, I don't. It's okay. But all right. 10 a.m. This is the closer. This is the closing hour. This is before 11 a.m. hit and the regular shit come back on, like them random ass movies on TBS that be hitting. This is when you either finna go outside or you about to watch regular television. So for this one, I'm gonna start off with Lou. Lou, man, what's your closing hour?
This was tough, man. This 10 o'clock slot, there's two that I wanted to put in there, man. But for me, this kind of goes back to my love of a particular artist at the time when this cartoon came out. And it's actually a couple of artists. And I think I lean more so towards Hammerman, right? MC Hammer, he had the blue suede shoes. And at that time, I was a Hammerman fanatic. And so I felt like, show that to my niece or nephew would be awesome. It was between that and the Kid and Play cartoon.
Damn.
I thought you was gonna go with the one where all the Jordan and all them was Bo Jackson and all them was athletes.
Well, funny you say that because at 10:30 we got Pro Stars featuring Michael Jordan, Bo Knows, and the great Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky, yes. Ain't that how they do it at the Poetry Club?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's how we're gonna close it out.
Thank you. I was born in the right era. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Yo, that's a solid lineup, bro. Like that's a solid from 6 a.m. starter all the way to see what you did was you got all your energy saved to go outside. So now you didn't got yourself worked up a good well, I'm ready to go enjoy the rest of my day. I see what you did with that one. Okay. All right. Clint, you're up next. 10 a.m., bro. This your final hour.
So 10 a.m. One thing that I gotta pride myself on is, one thing that kids did, or things that we had, cartoons that we had, was we had educational cartoons as well, right? Like everything wasn't always, stupid shit. Like we had some smart cartoons that hit. Give me at 10 o'clock, give me Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Let me get Carmen Sandiego at 10. And then 10:30, I'm actually going to leave off with a cartoon that came out right as after the millennium hit, right? I was a little too old for cartoons at this time. And real quick, hold on. Yeah, it was a little too old for cartoons at this time, but this cartoon was another coming of age. And I think that little young girls need to see this. And I think young boys need to see this, especially people that of color. We didn't name really any all black cartoons. At 10:30, I need representation. Give me the Proud Family.
Nice.
Give me the Proud Family. With an honorable mention at 10:30, SpongeBob SquarePants. You can't tell the story of cartoons without SpongeBob for the next generation. SpongeBob but I'm going to keep my pick 10:30. I'm closing with the Proud Family. Oscar, Trudy, Penny, the Gross Sisters.
That's not bad, bro. That's not bad. The Proud Dang. Okay. Proud Family. Ooh, shit.
And it had a dope ass fucking entrance music sung by Solange.
And Beyonce, right?
No,
didn't they both sing it?
It was just Solange.
Yo, so she was just in that video just to be in there?
That's her sister. I mean, yeah.
I thought they both sung that. Nah, because you remember the video they had? Like where they were both in the booth
bro,
singing?
I'm looking it up right now. It's literally just Solange.
Oh, wow. I thought they both sung that, bro. This whole time I thought this was
wait a minute. Solange is the artist. Destiny's Child is featured on it.
Oh, okay.
Destiny's Child
they sung the chorus, right? Because they sung the chorus.
With her.
Okay.
But that's hey man, you got argue. First of all, I mean, I don't need to tell y'all what Beyonce is, but
yeah,
I rest my case.
Okay, yeah, all right. I feel you. All right, Chase, man. These cats coming out with some solid hits.
I had a whole bunch of them. I was going through the Mr. T series. I was trying to think of that other series where they could half of them could turn into robots and shit, and they could just jump down and turn into like a motorcycle, whatever. And some of them turn into tanks, whatever. I couldn't remember the fucking name. The first one I'm gonna throw up there just to soften my dismount is I gotta go Tailspin. I don't know why I love that because of Baloo. Launchpad, all them, like I just it was that shit took a special place in my heart. Yeah. Again, I was going through a lot of them. I was going through fucking Yogi Bear. I was going through all the ones that we didn't fucking hit on because I was like But the one that I know for sure we all fucked with was He-Man, and I was surprised none of us said that. We went Conan, we went Thundar, we went all that, but we didn't go necessarily fucking the OG He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And I was split between that or Voltron, but I feel like I saw He-Man before I saw Voltron.
Yeah.
But Voltron,
I think so too. Yeah, same for me.
And it was I was on but Tailspin just, I don't know, man. Goddamn Baloo. It's the bare necessities, and then you turn this nigga into a pilot? Stop it.
Yeah.
And you bring all those characters from there. You put these what?
And Tailspin was fire. Tailspin was that was I think that is one of the most underrated of the animal like cartoons and stuff that we find like real iconic. Tailspin was up there. Even they intro was dope.
Man.
And song. So yeah.
Shit.
Okay,
man.
okay.
Dexter, that was a lot. Fuck, it's okay. I'm not emotional.
No,
go ahead.
Don't worry, because there's always another episode to come back and redo this again, man. Because of how many cartoons that they do have, so it's all good. It is all good. So for me to round this off, I like to still kind of give my little mixture and stuff like that. So my first one, I know I would get a lot of flack for this if I didn't say it, but my 10 a.m. got to be X-Men. I gotta go with X-Men.
No, I agree. I only didn't say X-Men just because it was mentioned before, but yeah, X-Men is should be in everybody's.
And see, I thought you was gonna say it. I thought you were gonna say it, so that's why I was just like, okay, we can't. We can't go one episode without it. Like,
you can't tell the story of cartoons without.
Yeah,
I think come on at 10.
Yeah, you wake up, you missed it, you pissed. Fuck today.
Yeah,
and arguably that's a top, not arguably, that's the top 5 theme music. No doubt about it.
Oh yeah.
No doubt about it. No words, like it's so iconic that they only sneak like every time Marvel right now hints at mutants, all they need to do is do and they know, and everybody knows exactly what the fuck it means.
And that's what all I'm using. Like they did it for Miss Marvel and they did it in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
I was like, oh shit, nigga,
I'm like, man, you gonna hit us with okay.
And then like during the do like to see both the villains and the
running to
each other to that meet in the middle, like dog. Yes.
Bro. And the episodes were wild crazy. Like I'm like, yo, like that's why I look forward to seeing like how they're gonna continue it with the one coming out this year and stuff like that. I really hope they still are able to capture like that 90s feel in the stories that they were trying to put out. And so for my last one, 10:30, I kind of like the wind down. I don't want to end you off kind of like I gave you 3 superheroes from 9 to 10:30. Like, so I need my little cool down that where you kind of watch it, but you get ready to go outside. And so for my 10:30, I'm picking Bobby's World.
Yo, I
don't you know, Bobby?
Because Bobby's World, appreciate it. But that was the one you still got dressed on. So I was like, yo, let me put on my outside clothes because you're going to still watch it, but you didn't have to really watch it. And so but it was still one of those enjoyable ones. So I want to give it that to just end it off for my cartoon lineup.
Bro, real quick, I want to say but real quick, I want to say if it was a rainy day, right, and you can't go outside, 11 a.m., I'm watching NBA Inside Stuff. With Ahmad Rashad.
Bro.
Yes.
I'm a TBS kid, so I'm finna go watch whatever dope ass movie they finna play. Whether that was about to be Blank Check, Surf Ninjas. Yo, all of that stuff always started at 11 a.m. 3 Ninjas.
First of all, real quick, Surf Ninjas is on YouTube.
Yo, that's when I tell you that was the one of the craziest rides too. When you
dudes, Tone Loc,
they had Tone Loc in that motherfucker.
Yes, bro. Rob Schneider was in this thing, man.
Yes, he was. Yeah. And then Ernie Reyes Jr. from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, or Reyes. Ernie Reyes.
Yep.
Keno was
Kelly Hugh. Shit, the love interest and stuff, man.
She was fine. She was fine to this day. She's still fine.
Still fine to this day. Still bad. She on like a detective television show. Still bad. Leslie Nielsen was in that.
Nielsen was in that.
Oh yeah, that is.
Colonel Cheese wise. Colonel Cheese. Colonel Cheese. Yo. This nigga fell in water, bro. That was the first time I seen the Game Boy. No, Game Gear.
Game Gear.
And this man was predicting the future with it. I'm like, yo, I gotta get a Game Gear.
Yes. Damn, bro. We seen some amazing shit.
Amazing.
I'm gonna go watch Surf
shit,
Ninjas
man.
when we get off. I'm
telling you, yeah, right. I was
I'm
like, yo,
watching.
man, what about
Yeah, I'm pulling that
you
up.
said you I was like you said YouTube, right? Let me put this
Yeah,
up.
I'm pulling that up. It's like the minute we get off here. Like I'm not saying body you niggas or nothing.
He like, I'm out. You know where I'm at. Just type in the comment Quan Su and I'm
Quan
out.
Su, dudes.
Yo, okay, so let's just to recap. We starting off with 6 o'clock, man. 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go with Clint. Clint starting y'all off with the Flintstones at 6, the Jetsons at 6:30. Lou came in also still paying the tribute to the Hanna-Barbera with the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show. If you don't know about that, go watch it. That's one of the again underrated show in the whole Looney Tunes genre. And then kicking it back with the Tom and Jerry, man. Not a single word, just straight actions. 30 minutes, man. Some of the best cartoons I still haven't seen to this day. On site, in the words of Clint Coley, man. And Chase coming through, starting us off with the best, I'm gonna say, boyhood lineup of cartoons that I could ever have seen. Starting us off with Thundar, the Barbarian, and G.I. Joe. This is where you already knew. If you had toys, get your toys ready because they also about to be watching too. And then I came, of course, like with the Thundercats. Can never go wrong with Thundercats on any occasion. And the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest, merging the two, the Hanna-Barbera and the New Age for the 6 o'clock lineup. Then at 7, when the parents then went to work and you left by yourself, Clint starting off with Pokemon, wanting to be the very best, and then pairing that at 7:30 with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, and two shows that could that'll get you hyped, get you ready to go when you're going into that 8 o'clock. Lou still coasting, keeping us groovy. Yours remind me of one of them radio shows of you listen to the smooth sounds of the Lou G Saturday morning cartoon radio station. We about to get in with a little bit more of this Fat Albert at 7 a.m. And then at 7:30, we're going to move into those fantastic chipmunks. You're watching Lou G Saturday morning cartoon lineup. That's what it reminds me of. And I'm loving it. Because it just make you enjoy the great nostalgia of it. Fat Albert, you're gonna learn something and laugh. And then Chipmunks, it's like, yo, any personality that you are is in that show. You either a Theodore, you either a Simon, or you an Alvin. But either way, you about to be there, and you just don't want to be the dad out of all of that shit. You just still no respect for the dad. You raising 3 chipmunks. I don't understand what your life is, but that's just me. And then of course Chase keeping it still with the boyhood antics, Street Sharks and Gargoyles. Fucking Street Sharks, man. Fucking Street Sharks.
Gotta put it in there.
Yo, I almost lost my finger doing some dumb shit and had to go to the hospital when my index finger was hanging this way from trying to do like the Stone Cold glass shatter. And that's when I found out glass and skin don't mix. As a consolation prize for me going through getting my finger surgically fixed, my mom got me a Street Shark. And I loved it. She didn't give me the one that I kind of wanted. She got me, what was the brown one? I think that was the tiger, the tiger shark, the one with the eyes came like this. It was either, I think she got me that one.
The hammerhead, it came out like that.
No, not that one. The one that was, no, it wasn't that one. The one that was like the Raphael of the group. The brown one with the little like tan spots on it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know what kind of shark he was, but he wasn't like the main shark. But he was kind of like the Raphael of, hold on, let me find this shit.
You're so funny.
Big Slamoo. That's the one I had. Big Slamoo. Yeah, I had that one. I liked it. And of course, Gargoyles. And that's why me and Chase are friends. That's why me and Chase right there are friends. You got that little dark side to you, got that little edge to you and stuff like that. Coming in at 7:30, you know, it's not a primetime show, but if it's still a favorite to want to watch. And I ain't gonna lie, I mean, I wanted to get Goliath's chick when he brought her back. He didn't know how to handle her. That's why he didn't know how to handle that woman.
Hilarious.
I took that. I take that off your hands. You mess with the other chick. All right, so we got our 8, and then of course, mine, the Mighty Ducks, Darkwing Duck, you know, going in with the Duck Hour. Could never beat the Duck Hour. 8 o'clock, Clint, Hey Arnold, Doug, Nickelodeon, two for combo, can never go wrong. Lou still keeping it fresh and funky with the Ghostbusters TMT pairing. If I got to decide between the two, and y'all just let me know how y'all feel, I like this pairing more than I can say with the Pokemon and TMT. I feel like these two go hand in hand out of the two selections for these. And then of course, Chase just again still just like this is a man I know had nothing but sugar cereal for breakfast. No corn flakes, no frosted flakes. My man's is straight Lucky Charms, Cookie Crisp, and Oreo O's coming through with the Transformers and the X-Men, and then mine's with Reboot and Digimon. You know, some fan favorites. You know, not big on the top, but it's still something you can enjoy and talk about. Then we move into that prime time hour. Clint, man, came through with just straight bangers out the gate. Recess and Animaniacs. Lou coming through with DuckTales and Pinky and the Brain. Two heavy hitters in their genre. Because even in Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain was still probably one of the best outside of Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. I feel like that's number 2 after them. And then Chase, Captain Planet, Tiny Toon Adventures, giving us a little bit of it, being, you know, earth conscious and learning something, and then coming through with that silly shit. Kind of like, yo, this is the perfect way to describe Chase. I just realized if I had to describe Chase in 2 cartoons, Captain Planet, Tiny Toon Adventures. That is you, fully all the way through. And then mine, I want to go to the superhero route, Spider-Man, Batman, the animated series. That was always prime time for me, no matter what. You can't tell me you didn't watch these and didn't leave a little bit better in your life. And then to end it off, great lineups, and they ended them off with great shows as well. Clint came through with the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego at 10 o'clock, and that is definitely a 10 a.m. cartoon. That is definitely a final hour cartoon, along with the Proud Family. Proud Family was not a morning cartoon, but if it was, I have to agree with Clint, this is the time slot the Proud Family would have been in. And then, of course, Lou, rounding it out with some hitters. Some hitters in the like, yo, stuff that they didn't want to put out, but like, yo, these are some of the ones I love seeing you tie in the real world and go into the cartoon thing. And we saw that a lot in the 90s, like the Men in Black cartoon, the Jumanji cartoon, all of these places that was live action getting cartoons to go along with what they was putting out. And no different than Hammerman and, of course, Pro Stars. So if you were a fan of sports, if you was a fan of MC Hammer, if you wasn't watching this, were you really a fan? And then my ending off, of course, was X-Men and Bobby's World. Give you a little bit of hype and then try to ease you off before you go outside. But Chases bringing us in with some dope, like he has a dope ending, man. Tailspin and He-Man. Fantastic way to end off the boyhood, childhood Saturday lineup, man. Tailspin and He-Man, bro. This man had straight like, yo, ain't no girls watching this. This for the fellas. This if you had the sleepover and you had this lineup, your mama ain't never giving you a sleepover after that. Ever.
That's so funny.
But I want to know from y'all how y'all feel about one another's lineups, man. How y'all feeling about these lineups?
I hate everybody's lineup except mine. No,
I love the lineups. I'm just jealous that Clint snuck off to go get some food because that is next on my list.
Nigga,
Right,
I ain't gonna lie. I was trying. I'm starving, dog. I ain't eat all day. I gotta be.
Hey man, that's what live is for, man. You eat your sandwich and enjoy it, because we definitely about to get on up out of here, because we done got everybody's list now and got everybody's lined up. And then we want to know from you who are watching. First of all, thank y'all for joining, but we want to know from you, what is your Saturday morning cartoon lineup, or what are some of the ones that you would throw into your Saturday morning lineup if you were trying to teach this new generation what Saturday morning cartoons were all about? So I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank my guests for joining on. Don't want to keep them too much longer because lunchtime is coming. I'm starting to get a headache and I'm going to need some food too. But before we get out of here, I always want to make sure my guests can tell you where to support them, where to follow them, and where to keep their dreams coming true. So we're going to go with Clint first. We're going to head off to Chase, then Lou, and I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out. Clint, the stage is yours.
Just follow me at Clint Coley and make me a tuna fish sandwich while you're at it.
There you go.
At Chase Comedy, what he said, but maybe a tuna melt. I don't know. I don't want to eat it just.
I have a bad experience with tuna melts. I had this woman that I met. She smelled like one. I don't want a tuna melt ever again.
So maybe not a tuna melt. I'll pick up some food on the way.
Yeah, I think I'm off the fish for this Saturday now. Thanks to that.
Yeah.
Lou, you up?
Follow me at Lou G83 LOUGEE83. Just follow me, man. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else outside of that, Jack.
Yes, sir. And y'all already know me. Follow me at Will Pharaoh on everything, YouTube, Twitch, all of that. Also follow the Arcade Tokens to stay up with Straight Out of a Comic Book. And, of course, Geek Blasphemy that'll be coming out again starting next week. So, again, we appreciate y'all checking us out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and be safe out there. And watch some cartoons. Go on YouTube, watch some Saturday morning cartoons and feel that nostalgia like we just felt. And I will catch y'all next time.